I close my eyes and see all that we could be. No other dream I've had means a thing. Kids and a picket fence sounds good to me. Growing old hand in hand is all I need. Kids and a picket fence sounds good to me. Growing old hand in hand is all I need. Kids and a picket fence sounds good to me. Growing old hand in hand is all I need. Kids and a picket fence sounds good to me.
葉がいいね。アクセント。ハッピーバースデー。おめでとう。いきます。どうかな。 ここを水でつけんだって。
つけた。
骨盤ごとに左側向けて一度手を左側で合わせていきます。円を描くように回していきましょう。さあ肩周りをほぐれるような感じでゆすっていきましょう。さあ呼吸筋をね
sound of your kiss we stole from the night. The self-rushing heartbeats of love at first sight. Perfume is drifting in the cool breeze. Dance of two hands, you go to me. A kiss and two heartbeats ring out on the street. These kisses and heartbeats don't know how to lie. They're watered with tears and blooming in the night. Kisses and heartbeats don't know how to lie. And how to lie, and how to lie, and how to lie, oh no. How to lie, and how to lie, oh no. So let's take a step in this first dance of kisses and heartbeats, embracing by chance. Because maybe fate is too much of the world, just two random passengers caught in a world. A kiss and two heartbeats entwined in a curve.
起きてる。
うわキッズ。でなんかね気持ちちょんちょんちょんなんかねほぼ乗ってなかった気がする。
じゃああなたの思い出の
ちょっと食べてみてこれ。
思い出の納豆寿司。こういうの初めて食べる。
So every night I stare at the moon just to check if she's still looking blue. Don't know who you are yet. You seem a bit hard to get, but I know you're out there. I just wait for the day where the sky will spread open its clouds, so the sun can just stop hiding out. The windows will open and sing like birds that are spreading their wings. And I spot you right across the street, like a song that is playing just for me. We'll know and we'll smile as if we are new. All this time I was waiting for you.
うまっ。
snow, and I look at my window to see what the universe has in store for me. People passing by on the street, they smiling at me, 'cause we already know what it's like being in love. The sky starts to roll up its clouds, so the sun can't just stop hiding out. The windows will open and sing like birds that are spreading their wings. So every night I stare at the moon, just to check if she's still looking blue. Don't know who you are yet, you seem a bit hard to get, but I know you're out there. I just wait for the day where the sky will spread open its clouds, so the sun can just stop hiding out. The windows will open and sing like birds that are spreading their wings.
レモン絞ったりする。おいしい。
うん。あ、うまい。
うまい。
スプーン取った
あ、スプーン。絶対食うよね。 たっぷり。マジで美味しい。
far too long, but now I'm on my way back home. I hear the west winds calling out my name. They're telling me to head your way, down your road and past your gates. Keep your eyes on the horizon. I was looking to belong when I already found my home. looking to belong when I already found my home? I was looking to belong when I'd already known that you would be there when the rains are gone. Like a light in the night, you will always be my home. This time is the perfect summer night. Those three words are spelled out in your eyes. But before I go on, say something wrong. I just hope and bite my tongue. Cause you've been told too many times before. Yeah, you've been told so many times before. So I'm gonna try with something new. And I've never said that I love you.
When the line between us just fades and blurs, that's the time when we just don't need more words.
美味しい。味付けも。
うまいねこれ。
Down by the sea, at the my window seat what the universe has in store for me. People passing by in the street will be smiling at me, 'cause they already know what it's like being in love. The sky starts to roll up its clouds, so the sun can't just stop hiding out. The windows will open and sing like birds that are spreading wings. So every night I stare at the moon just to check if she's still looking blue. Don't know who you are yet, you seem a bit hard to get, but I know you're out there. I just wait for the day where the sky will spread open its clouds, so the sun can just stop hiding out. The windows will open and sing like birds that are spreading their wings. And I spot you right across the street, like a song that is playing just for me. We'll know and we'll smile as if we knew. All this time I was waiting for you.
the end of the aisle, looking at me. You're looking at me. What could I want? What could I need? My hands intertwined in the sweet symphony. You're all that I want to forever create. All of the moments collected in time, perfectly bound like your hand, fist in mine. Lucky to find what we're both looking for in this life. My heart is aching, but somehow in all the right places. You made me feel like enough. I'm ever yours. I'm ever yours. My heart is racing. These tears of happiness shaking. 'Cause I know that I found love. I'm ever yours. I'm ever yours. I'm ever yours. I'm ever yours. Forevermore. I'm ever yours. I'm ever yours. Rising with soul. Forevermore. I'm ever yours. I'm ever yours.
The sound of a kiss we stole from the night. The soft rushing heartbeats of love at first sight. Perfume is drifting in the cool breeze. Dance of two hands, eager to meet. A kiss and two heartbeats ring out on the street. These kisses and heartbeats don't know how to lie. They watered me tears and remember night. Kisses and heartbeats don't know how to lie. And how to lie, how to lie, how to lie, oh no. How to lie, how to lie, oh no. So let's take a step in this first dance of kisses and heartbeats, embracing by chance. Because maybe fate is too much of the world, just two random passengers caught in a world. We prophets don't know how to lie. They're watered with tears and bloom in the night. Kisses and heartbeats don't know how to lie. And how to lie, and how to lie, and how to lie, oh no. How to lie, and how to lie, oh no. And how to lie, and how to lie, oh no. far too long, but now I'm on my way back home. I hear the west winds calling out my name. They're telling me to head your way, down your road and past your gates. Keep your eyes on the horizon. I was looking to belong when I'd already found my home. Won't be long, I'm there before the setting sun, for you to fall into my arms, a place I call my home. I was looking to belong when I already found my home. If the world stopped turning tomorrow, if it all fell into the sea, I'd let it sink to the bottom. 'Cause I only care about one thing, you know. No, none of it matters as much as you matter to me. No, none of it matters as much as you matter to me. broken metronome of typewriter keys. A simple thought brings you to me, and I'm thankful every day. I'm so glad I found you the old-fashioned way. In a time when we want it all, everything so fast. Write a text, no time to call. To slow down, oh, I pray. I'm so glad I found you the old-fashioned way. I'll write to you with ink from a pen. Feel the weight as the words sink jagged metronome of typewriter keys. A simple thought brings you to me, and I'm thankful every day. I'm so glad I found you the old-fashioned way. In a time when we want it all, everything's so fast. Write a text, no time to call. To slow down, oh, I pray. I'm so glad I found you the old-fashioned way. I'll write to you with ink from a pen. metronome of typewriter keys. Another page done, my soul at ease, and I'm thankful every day. I'm so glad I found you the old-fashioned way. I'm so glad I found you the old-fashioned way. I'm so glad I found you the old-fashioned way.
「